Welcome in, guys, on YouTube. Thanks for joining me here on this Let's Play. This is going to be part one, and we are going to do a full Let's Play for Lords of the Fallen. This is still kind of a newer game for me. Um, I know where quite a bit of the stuff is, and we've got the game finished and everything else. But like I said, um, I'm, still pretty new at this game. I know it's not a newer game. I put this game off for a very long time, and we're gonna go ahead and knock it out. We're gonna get it out to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and skip through this, y'all. I know that everybody kind of likes this kind of stuff, but because we are kind of running on a time schedule, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time watching all these cutscenes. You guys go ahead and watch them. Now, because I've pre-ordered this game when it kind of first came out, didn't really ever get to it. With the pre-order, gave me the the Dark Crusader, so I already have it. This is a really good guide to start out with, so if you have it, if not, this would be a really good guide to start out with as well. This is kind of what we're kind of going for, so let me take a look. Let's see, 12, 8 agility, 14 and 14, and 11 and 8. So we've got 12, 8. I believe both of them had 8. Yeah, both of them had 8. Um, she's got a lot more vitality. 15, and you know, uh, endurance. Let's see. He's got quite a bit more endurance. That's one more because I believe it was 14 and 14. So, but everything else is pretty much the same. This one just is not as strong and powerful as the other one. He also starts out with kind of a short sword. It's not extremely short. It is a bleed weapon. Um, you guys can see the bob wire around it. It's probably got like 25-30% bleed to it, which does kind of give him a little bit of a leg up, and vitality. But I think we'll go ahead and just we'll go ahead and do this guy here, just because I believe everybody can do this one, and not everybody can do this one. So let's go ahead and let's go back. Do we want to do male or female? Let's do a female character. Um, yeah. Let's do a female character. She's got a little bit smaller of a hitbox as well. Let's see. I don't want to spend a crap ton of time doing this either. So, let's see. Let's go with next. Uh, so this kind of way that works is back, forward. So you pick out your class, your head. Uh, we can make her look a little bit younger and prettier. I like it. Do we want to do really thin? Like, man, she looks like anorexic. She doesn't look like she can swing a sword at all. Let's make her a little bit stronger, but still kind of thin. So I'm gonna kind of lean on this side. She got some nice assets. All right, and uh, there we go. And let's go with skin tone. It's kind of yellow. It's too red. It's too, like, that's a weird color of white. Too dark. Not that there's anything wrong with being dark. Just, I kind of like that. And, yep. Oh, no. What do we have? Yeah, I like that one better. And let's go back. Tattoos. Let's do chest. I like this one. I don't like the erased bumps. Yes, I like that one. Back. Yep. Left arm. Right arm, that's fine. Left leg. Let's go with 14. Yeah. And no. And this one we are going, actually, that's fine. I like it. Perfect. Ollie, come on, baby. Move your leg. This ain't the place to lick and clean yourself. You're over here booping dad all over the place. Alrighty, so we are done with that. And we need a name. What do we name her? What do we name her? What do we name her? Anybody got an idea what we can name her? Hang on 1 second, everybody. All right. I had my son go ahead and pick out the name, so we went ahead and just went with Margaret. So that's what we're doing. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and get this kicked off.
Lo, the latest receiver of his grace. Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aureus' wisdom guide my
Yeah, but you
hand
need to have a
in the
headset on.
bestowment of this subsequent boon. Your flesh
Echo
has been
mute
made
Roku TV.
sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders. Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge.
Sorry.
Our work is...
I will not be leaving Twitch, but we'll be starting and stopping about every hour on our YouTube videos. You know, after, so we are going to do right around an hour and 10. I'm going to be stopping again to if I'm in a stopping area point, then we'll be doing that. So switch to one arm. You walk through the water really slow, so through it. You just don't have any stamina. There is now basically like a little tutorial area of how to get through. What you want to do is right here, you want to down. There is going to be one of your first color schemes that you're going to be able to pick up in the game. So don't forget to do that. You do take a little bit of damage dropping down through there. And you jump across here. And here. There we go. In this game, y'all, you're going to be switching back and forth from regular form to Emerald form, or Emerald, however you pronounce it. So you see our lantern. Our lantern allows us to move within between the two different realms or places. So with that being said, you have whenever you switch, there'll be an eyeball kind of at the top of the screen. And with that being the case, you want to make for sure that that eyeball doesn't, there's a ring around the outside of that. Once that ring hits the maximum deal, a guy will summon up and pretty much instantly kill you. We are never going to get to that point. I am going to try to make for sure that we are going through our areas and stuff like that. We're getting in and out of Emerald quick enough so that never happens to you. Because it is not a fun time whenever being destroyed by something that you are not going to be able to pretty much defeat. Some people can defeat them, they don't have a problem with them, or they find a way to remove them or get them to fall off an area, and it does give you quite a bit of what is it called when you I'm trying to remember what the money is called. Basically, we're just gonna call it souls because this is a souls-like game. Let's just call it souls for now until we get it figured out. But you know, you end up losing your souls. You do get a lot of souls for defeating it, but I don't want people to get discouraged and feel like, well, I can't get through this game because I can't do that. And it's some of the reason why whenever I kind of did my little bit of, I was following somebody to try to get through this game when I first got it, and I was just so frustrated because that's the number one thing they were like, oh, you gotta go and wait for this guy to come that's gonna just basically destroy you. Get lucky by trying to knock him off this area, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to freaking do that. I just want to play the game, not try to freaking worry about killing this guy so I can get extra souls or stuff to level. So it's just, it made it really unfun, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So with that being the case, now this is set up for you guys to learn how to do your throwables. So you're going to just kind of throw something at that, and we're going to come over here, knock that down, and go ahead and grab that. Kind of gives you your first little weapon. Now, if you look over here at this, you notice this doorway is blocked. You can come up here and you cannot get through. So, with that being the case, we're going to head over to here. Now, you can go straight into Umbral Realm now, or you can just use the lantern to get through this. I'm going to stay in this form, so I don't feel like anybody's being rushed to get to Umbral form. So. Now, the parrying and blocking in this game is really pretty forgiving. You can do a pretty nice job with it. So, we'll go ahead and drop down here, and we're going to switch into Umbral, which is going to be your left trigger, and I'm on PlayStation, so it's going to be square. I believe Xbox is going to be X. You'll press and hold that to get in and out of Umbral form. So, and go ahead and pick this up. You're going to hit both of your heels. Go ahead and pull that out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and drop down here. Keep on coming on down. Here. You could actually come right up to this guy and just drop down and smash, take him out real quickly. Come over here, and we're gonna pull the ghosty out of the wall. So we'll open up that room. Now with these, it's going to be left trigger and right bumper. So just go ahead and pull those pustules off the wall to do that. So. Which is pretty helpful. It also there's a little bit of souls doing this, so go ahead and do that. Now you can do this. So like this guy here, we're gonna go ahead and pull him to us, and then come over here and. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. So this is going to allow us to level our flasks. So we will end up, the first time we get a chance to, which won't be for a little while, we'll get through our first boss and everything else, we'll be able to level our flasks. So we'll be at 4 flasks instead of just at 3. So make for sure everybody gets that. That's really important that you get that and you pick it up. So we're gonna go ahead and drop down on these guys, and let's see, my eyeball's not really working, so I want to make sure. Let's pop all those off. It might start up right over here where we can see it. Now, okay, there it goes. It's finally starting now. I don't know why they waited so long. They've changed this game so much from when it first came out. They did a good job of fixing a lot of the problems that they had, but they made it a little bit easier, y'all. Quite a bit easier. So, this game was so difficult. It was super hard. But you see that like above the eyeball at the very top. I basically, like if we did it as a clock between 12 and 1 on that eyeball, there's a little white slit there, and that white slit will keep growing and going all the way around. Once that hits 12 o'clock again, and that little white line has gone all the way around, be prepared for the big nasty thing that will come and steal everything you've worked so hard for. So, make for sure that you guys are not just sitting and waiting in this form. Don't ever just sit on this form and wait. That will not work out good for you. So, with that being done, we're actually, since now that we've done this area, those guys, the more and more that goes around, the more and more you are going to increase that white slot to keep moving, and and the more and more that you've covered more time, the more and more that you've covered that time, there'll be more and more of the guys will keep showing up. So it's kind of like a vicious cycle. As it keeps pushing on and progressing, the more bad guys are going to push and progress, which is going to push that time frame around faster. So you don't want to stay in the Emerald World for too long. With these, we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave out, which is telling me X. For you guys, it should be telling you A if you're on Xbox. And PC, I don't know, because you guys can set up whatever you want to. Now, with that being, once you use that, and let's say you decide to go back into Emerald form, you will not be able to reuse that to get back out of Emerald form after the one time that you've already used that. So once you've used this, it's gone until you reset the whole, or you rest and reset everything. So just be mindful of that. So if I'm in an area and you die and you go into Emerald form, because that's what happens when you die and you're in human form, you go into Emerald form, and you see me come or go into Emerald form and you've already used it and you go back, you are going to end up pretty much screwing yourself, because once that's gone, it's gone, and you don't get a chance to go back in it. So make for sure that you're real careful with that. I don't know why I did that. I hit the wrong button. All good, y'all. All good. So you can do that too. I was going to try to like kick him off, which is the right bumper and left bumper at the same time. To do that kick, that's so great. Such a great kick. But now that we've pulled all those deals open, we are able to open up the door with that little cutscene that you guys see. So go ahead and rest here. Let's see. So let's go ahead and first things kind of first, y'all. Let's go ahead and get some into let's see, how many can we get here? We can get one. Just one. Yeah, just the one. So let's go ahead and put some into vitality, y'all. 11 vitality is a little low. Let's go ahead and try to get vitality. We're going to work on vitality and strength and endurance with this kind of playthrough. So let's go ahead and put some into some vitality. That's going to help us out quite a bit, since the endurance is already up a little bit, up to 15. Let's go ahead and get the vitality and strength up to about 15 to kind of first start working on. At least that's what I'm going to do for this Let's Play. So now that we've done that, it's going to use up the money that I have had, and let's go ahead and fully rest here. Now I am playing offline, I don't play online for you guys, so if you guys are seeing online stuff and you don't see it on my screen, that is why. I'm not playing online, especially on a Let's Play and stuff like that. I'm not wanting characters or people to come into my game and make it messy. So with this being said, the first kind of little main bad guy boss little thing is going to be this guy here, which isn't too terribly bad. I'm going to parry this guy. Oh, and he got me with the grab attack. You guys might end up seeing me going to, and he just buffed himself. There you go, I got that parry off perfect. So we went ahead and knocked his butt down, and he is completed and defeated. When you see these, use them. So with that being said, somebody has died to somebody here. Now, whenever you do use these, it does make the enemy that you're going to go fight a little bit more difficult. No big deal. You guys and I can handle it. So let's go ahead and take them out. Go ahead and use our shield here too as well. Shield's really helpful. You don't end up taking, you take a little bit of chip damage from using this shield, but not too terribly bad. It's going to be definitely significantly going to be less than if you were not using a shield and you're using your sword. So with your swords, you're going to have way more chip damage. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up here. I know where the person is that it's wanting me to take me to. Making sure that nothing else left behind in here. So once you get done with generally with boss fights, there's going to be a place that you are going to have to return back into basically Emerald Realm. And in Emerald Realm, you're going to basically play a story. But I'll show you guys that here in a few minutes once we first get to our first one. So if you look here, you guys notice this is a fall. Like, you know, there's some stuff right there that we can't get to and all that other. But if you look in Emerald, there's a wall or a doorway. And we will be able to get through this doorway. There also won't be a fall there. There'll be a full walkway through there. So in Emerald Realm, everything kind of changes. Now, if you start seeing bad guys, or basically those little ghosty bad guys that were in there that were popping up every once in a while, if you see them and you're real close and you're using your lantern, they can pull you through into Emerald Realm. So just be careful with that you're not just wandering around with your lantern just out like I am right now. Just because if it happens, it happens, and then I'd get a chance to show you guys what happens. So, but throughout the rest of the game, try not to do that. So you see this little ghost that's attached to this person? You're going to hit left trigger and right bumper to go ahead and destroy those. And go ahead and take her out. Little mage person there that tried to boop us down. Now that that's done, I'm going to go into Emerald Realm, which is left trigger and X, or square for me, which would be X for you guys on Xbox. So go ahead and pull this to you. It's going to kind of move this little stone over here to you. You climb on, and then you'll be able to pull this one to you. This one here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the pustule. It will also kind of, let's say your health is a little bit low, when you pop a pustule, they'll also give you the same like kind of health increase as like a chip damage. So that means the next enemy that you hit, you're going to get that health back. So let's go ahead and talk to this
I
guy.
always wondered if there were others. You're probably thinking that lamp's just a tool to be used as you see fit. Take it lightly, and you'll find it's the other way around. Mark my words.
Now, if you guys look at his hand is all kind of burnt and messed up. There's a pretty significant story to his deal, and some of the reason why he uses
I don't know who you are,
is to cover his.
and I don't care.
It's from.
But
being
since it
burned or
seems a
something
deer
like
has
that
you
from the
marked,
Emerald Realm,
making
so.
you a bigger threat to the Rogar serves us both.
Really cool storylines in this game.
Make
sure that his stuff is just repeating. So we've heard he only has really 2 things to really say. We're gonna go ahead and rest here and get out of Emerald Realm. Since we've been at an Emerald Realm long enough, we're gonna go ahead and rest. And here we are going to let's go ahead and spend a little bit more of our souls. So now that we're at 12, let's go ahead and get this up to 13, and then once I said we'll get like 13, and then we'll get 13, and then we'll get 14, and then we'll get 14 until we're evenly 15, 14, 15, 15, 15 out of those. We're not going to really worry about agility all that much. Agility will help us out with our carry weight, and it will also help us out with some other weapons that we want to use for later on. Longer, swords and stuff like that. So, but we are going to end up trying to use weapons that are going to be more strength, endurance, and vitality kind of builds. There is a sword that I kind of want to use. It is a very long bleed sword, but we don't get it until way later on in the game. That is, we're going to need this. So we're going to maybe possibly either we're going to change everything, or we'll just see how it kind of goes, how I'm kind of feeling. There's another really big sword that we could use that is really, really good. Hopefully we can do that and we can get that done. So like I said, I'm just sitting here rambling on. Let's go ahead and continue with our gameplay. I'd like to get to the boss room before I end up stopping this video. So for our first kind of boss. So like I said, let's go ahead and get that vitality up, and let's get going. So with that being said, we're going to come over to here. I'm going to switch into one hand again. Now, you see these little butterflies? That's how you know you need to get into Emerald Realm, because there's a story here. So let's go ahead and go into Emerald Realm, and we're going to go ahead and pull this. You can stand around and listen. You can just listen to the story. It's kind of cool to kind of look at this. But listen to these stories is really cool. This is kind of what happened, and you're able to see the past, basically. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up, and then pick this up. And then we're going to go ahead and kill this guy here. And we're going to come out of Emerald Realm right now. Oh, why did I use that? Like I forgot how to play this game. Come on. And we're going... Now, you notice how that's shattered. If you look here in Emerald Realm and you look here, it's broken. Just so you guys remember, once you come out, they're broken. Go ahead and take that guy out. And we're going to keep on continuing on moving along. So there's going to be an enemy behind this. Pick this up. And we're going to break this. And we're going to go ahead and pick this up. Here in a few minutes, we're actually going to put on another sword. Let me see. Let's go here. This is the bleed weapon we're using now. And we can't, this is another bleed weapon here. But we cannot use it. We need another deal up a little bit higher. So, And we're not going to put any points into that, so just go ahead and pretty much for right now, we're going to leave everything the way we have it. Now, first things first, we want to get up here and get this person first before we get too much further over here. Because this person's just going to spamming magic spells at you. We're going to wait for this guy to get a little bit closer. We'll top down. Go ahead, take that out. Let's go ahead and throw this at high. And we're going to go ahead and pick up that. Basically, armor set, which we're never going to use. There are trophies to all armor sets and all weapons and everything else. I'm going to do my best to try to find and show you guys where all the stuff is, but this is just a let's play, not a 100% walkthrough. So if I don't end up finding them all and I don't end up getting them all, it's no big deal. I will do my best, but it is what it is. So there is a pretty little baddie right here. Watch out for this guy. I've kind of already angered him. Let's go ahead and get up here. He does a fire throw spell at you, so just be aware of that. This is what I was worried about. Get up here. Woo! He still got me. You can go ahead and place a mark and hop down. Perfect. And if we would have died to him and went into Emerald Realm, which is fine, because we kind of want to go into Emerald Realm right now anyway, so go ahead and switch to your lantern, go to Emerald Realm. Now we're going to switch back to our hand and throw something at that to go ahead and get that piece of loot to drop down. We'll come back around here in just a second. Pick it up, so we're going to go this way. Take this guy out. And go ahead and pick up all this stuff here. And put that there. And we're going to, that's pretty much it that's in here. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, nothing else in here. So we're going to just go ahead and head out through here. Now you see that little white part that is on my health bar? That is the chip damage. Now if I can hit an enemy before they can hit me, I can end up earning that health back. I meant to do that. You can go ahead and come out of Emerald right now with that there. But I want to kind of show you guys that chip damage stuff deal. So there's an enemy right here. I'm going to go ahead. Now you notice my health bar is completely full after hitting that enemy because of the chip damage deal. So with this guy here, we're going to do a heavy attack. And then one afterwards, which is going to show you how to basically backstab. That's pretty much what that. We're still in the tutorial area and it's still kind of showing us how to do stuff. So it should be a message that pops up on your screen to tell you how to do that. You should see that. Now we don't have the key for it, but we will be coming back through this area. So just remember this. That is a door that does open up, but it won't open up for us right now. It will open up for us right later. Go ahead and come to here. This is our message. Basically our shrine, where you go to basically rest, upgrade, and fast travel. So you can also fast travel as well. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Since we went 13, let's go 13 here. And that. So, I think we've already pretty much fully rested, but I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I don't think we were able to find another weapon. This is what? This is an infernal. I am going to take this sword or the shield off, just for the weight and stuff like that. So continue to hand the weapon as long as you want to. Now here, you're going to come up to this area right here, and we're going to go ahead and, man, I need to switch to Emerald first. So we're going to switch to Emerald, and then we're going to come over here and pull this down, so we're able to drop down on this here. Now that that's dropped down, you can do it without having to drop that down, but you will take some fall damage. But we do need to be in Emerald. So you notice I had some stuff here. I'm getting some of my health back since we're going into Emerald Realm. Here, bad guy. Now, anytime you see these, make sure that you do this. Pop the belly is what a lot of people call it. That's what I'm going to call it. And then here. Now, this is another story.
Someone!
Now, these are very important, but you do not miss these. So. I got about 17 minutes left before we have to kind of call this. So we're not that far from our boss area. So we're going to go ahead and run through here. And then we're going to go up the ladder here. Now, since I went ahead and reset everything, this bad guy is going to be right here. Go ahead and drop down. And you just hold your right bumper and go ahead and get the basically drop kill. Walk right up to this guy again and backstab him right afterwards, and he's gone for. There will be nothing back in that corner because we've already taken it. Here, this guy here, and we're going to go ahead and come out of Ember. Actually, let's just stay in Emerald Realm. We should be fine. If you've spent a little more time or you've taken more damage or whatever, go ahead and come out of Emerald Realm, and we're going to be heading up this way. I'm going to take her out so she doesn't end up hitting me, and because I am in Emerald Realm, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time. So if you do end up having to come here, if you do end up having to rest, we are just heading this direction, okay? Head this direction. You're going to take her out. We are going to... You can do this without freaking... There it goes. Just kind of keep slashing at it until you boop it. You can go ahead and drop that down. Let's go ahead and put that ring in. Here. I'm going to place it there in the middle slot. Just stuff we're going to go ahead and put there for later. We're going to come around here. Come down this stairway because that shortcut that's right there needs to be dropped down from the other side. This is water that is too deep for you to walk through, so you'll have to be in Emerald Realm so you can actually walk through. So here we're going to go ahead and pick this up. And it doesn't matter how new at the game and everything else. If you're in Emerald Realm for too long, that guy will still show up to kill you. And I'm trying to make as much money here as possible, so I'm messing with all this stuff. We're not that far from coming out of Emerald Realm, so y'all don't worry. With here, I think this one we actually need our throwable here. So we're going to switch left or up on the T-pad and right bumper to go ahead and find something to throw at that. and then I went ahead and went back to my lantern. So go ahead and pick that up, and we're going to head over to here. Didn't really need that, but went ahead and did it anyways. We're going to head up the ladder here. Now this ladder's only here in the Emerald Realm. And then here you go. This is where you would come out of Emerald over here. There's a couple of tough guys that are down this way, so not super tough, but there's some guys there. Go ahead and make sure that you get the shortcut. And in case you die, you can just come right back through here when you're fighting them. If you wait until after they're here, you might have a little bit of problem. So. Take this one out. Like I said, he's not super hard. I was just messing around with him. Not really difficult. Come back down here. This is that deeper water. When we were in Emerald, there was a wall here. So if you actually look, the wall is still there. This water is gone. And that ladder's there. So we've already pretty much been here. We went and took that out to do all that. So that is the only way to kind of get here from there. So we're going to go ahead and walk around and go up through here. Pick this up. Samuel, stop it. And pick that up and head into here. We might actually be able to do the actual boss fight. Now, if you want to go back that way, you can either fast travel, which I'll show you here in just a second how to fast travel back, or you can go up these stairs to do this, and then you can go back. But if not, then you have to you're down here, you can't go back. So, we're going to go ahead and head in here. Take all this stuff so you guys can see around here real quickly. Now, this is a doorway we will open up later once we get the key for it. This is the way to the boss fight, but we want to come over here and talk to him. So.
You carry the lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this.
Perfect.
I've given you more umbral guidance than I ever had. From now on, find your own way, and stay out of mine.
So what he was talking about was anytime you see this here on the floor, or a lot of this, you can basically plant a seed to help you out. So you're going to hit your left trigger and your Y button. You should get a little more. Now it has to be kind of in a little bit of a certain area for it to come up, but you'll be able to use this. Now, go ahead and rest, and I'm going to show you guys something here in just a second. So I'm going to go back into the rest, or the menu here. So anytime you place one of those places, it's going to pop up here. You can only have one at a time. You cannot have multiple of those seed places set. You can only have one of them. So if you decide to move yours, and I go back and I use this, and yours is somewhere else, just know that that's going to happen. And if you decide you want to go ahead and pick back up in the same place I have, those seeds are limited for planting these. So just be very, very cautious and careful where you do it. If you see me doing it, there's a pretty good reason for it. So here are going to be some little question marks and stuff like that. It's going to kind of basically this question mark is to lead me back towards where I'm pretty much at now. We can't go really any further. There's nothing else for us to really get in that area that we were behind in. This is the second area where we came out after the little bit of a boss fight that we had. And then this is right out the door when we first started out of the tutorial area. So just so you guys kind of understand that. Shortcuts we'll get for our basically our hub, our main hub station will be there, and you'll start seeing that once we reach that. But we have to get past the first main boss of this area to be able to get to the hub area. Is basically a whether you're gonna make it through this game or not. Now, this boss isn't too terrible. It's actually pretty easy. The first half is extremely easy. The second half is a little bit tougher, but you can use help to get through it right away. So it just depends on you, whatever you want to do. But there you go. There's that. Um, I think I've pretty much filled everybody in on pretty much everything. I think this is a great place for me to go ahead and stop my YouTube video right here, and tell everybody thank you once again for watching my Let's Play. Maybe help you out to get through this game if you've never played it. I believe it is actually free on Xbox right now if you have Game Pass. So you can go ahead and give it a try. It comes out quite often free on even PlayStation. If you have PlayStation Plus, it just whatever you're using, or you can just go ahead and buy the game outright, on a sale or something or other. So, but this is a lot of fun, and we're going to make it all the way through this. So once again, I appreciate it, you guys, letting this, kind of be your little bit of a guide through my Let's Play. Check it out. Go and check out my YouTube page at Soul Thief Gaming. Give it some love. Subscribe. Join our clan. We've got some pretty good stuff. We got a lot of really good stuff there. And also, we are live on Twitch, usually Monday through Friday, unless something's going on or my health has allowed me to. And check out our Facebook clan. We have a clan on Facebook that you can join, which gives updates to what YouTube videos I'm dropping, what I'm going to end up doing for Friday Fun Days and stuff like that. It's a good place. It's a safe place to be able to chat back and forth with one another without feeling like somebody's going to hack your system or something or other. So also don't forget to join the clan here. Subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything right now, so become a member, subscribe, and hang out with us more often. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all, and we will see you guys in the next video.